Welcome to today's edition of the Concours Lawn. Absolute pleasure here to be with the co-chair of the Chicago Porsche Club of America Concours, Mr. John Moore. John, great to have you.
Well,
Thanks
thank
for
you,
joining
Kirk.
us.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's my pleasure to be here too.
Tell us about what's it like being the chair? What's the role? What do you have to work on each and every day to make this happen?
I have a committee. I have some people I work with. Part of my job, and the most important, I think, is planning and organizing an outstanding event season.
Yes.
If you have good events and you're organized, people will appreciate it. Always trying to improve the interest of coming to a Concours event, and includes good venue, social interaction,
sure.
prizes, awards, food, music, judges helping entrance on cars. And that really is where I start. That's the first.
Way beyond cleaning a car.
Way
cleaning
beyond.
a car.
This is all behind the scenes
Sure.
stuff that has to be done. And you would be surprised just to put an event together. In fact, we just did one of my favorite events, which is Concours School.
So your Concours School, is that taught by actual judges or is it taught by detailers? Who gives the instructions to participants?
It is entirely taught by judges.
Fantastic.
The judges, these are judges that have shown cars in the region
Okay.
many years. These are judges that have shown cars at national, at we call parade. The whole idea, it all starts out with a show and shine event, perhaps. New person, new Porsche, bring it to show and shine, or Porsches and coffee, talk to the judge,
Okay.
and then get an interest going. And then you have to come to the first step is to start at what we call street. That's
Okay.
our first opening class. We have 3 classes, and you work your way up a ladder, basically.
All right.
And it's nothing to be ashamed of if you come in there and you get bombed. And what I mean that is, you know, we found this. And
Sure.
what we do provide is a very nice judging sheet.
Okay.
And it's broken down, and judges will put comments on there of where you can improve.
Excellent.
You keep these sheets, you build your little library of these sheets.
Wonderful.
And then the next time you go, oh, I covered this, I covered this, I covered that, all right?
So for the Porsche Club of America here in Chicago, how many events do you have each year dedicated to Concours?
Well, it was kind of a good question. And the way I'll answer that is, I thought it was just 4 events. Concours 1, Concours 2, Concours 3, Concours 4. Well, it just really doesn't work that way. We end up having at least 10 or 12 events. We have 3 classes. It's street, touring, and grand touring. And cars are judged in this order: exterior, interior, storage, engine, or chassis. Focus on those areas. You don't have to do them all at once.
Sure.
Take one at a time. Work on the exterior, then work on the interior. And then you'll move on to, you know, interior storage, and eventually if you want to be at the top, in the top class, you'll have to either do your engine or the chassis of the car. Judges school coming up. And you know, it's important to think that judges are a good part of our integrity of what we do in Concours.
Absolutely.
They're certified by attending the classes.
Okay.
They have to go every year, 2.5 years down the road. You probably will be certified with doing enough judge classes. And we're always looking for opportunities to welcome new judges into the program.
And let's be honest, you're not someone who doesn't know your way around the judges school, because you've also spent quite a bit of time as a contestant and had some decent success as a Concours participant at the regional as well as national level yourself.
I actually amazed myself. And I got to tell you, it's a story of the poor boy, you know. No, my very first venture was Potter's Picnic.
Okay.
It's one of our biggest social events. Got in the car, drove to Potter's Picnic, showed up, and people were kind of enamored when they saw this car. They'd never seen this car.
All right.
And they're saying, you know, nice car. You really, you know, whose car? And starting to ask me questions about the car. And I go, well, yeah, I just thought I'd come out here and see what's going on. And they said, well, are you going to show the car today? And I go, oh, I don't know about that. They said, well, you should enter it in this class. That was my first event, which, by the way, I don't think anybody could do worse. But I overcame that. So, that being said, I got my act together. I was introduced to a guy by the name of Pat Yanahan, who is one of our senior judges of all time, and
Good friend of the channel.
Good friend of the channel, person I got to know. The car now is mint condition. It's 55 years old.
Wonderful.
And it's still a competitive car. Going forward, I ended up retiring the Targa and starting a new venture with a different car.
Okay.
I always felt that it was kind of good to get out of the game a little bit and let somebody else
Makes sense.
compete against somebody else,
Of course.
or get something new and start over again. So I did start over with a 1987 911 Carrara, and that in itself has been a big endeavor. But most recently, I won the region in 2025, and I won first place in preparation. First place in preparation
Congratulations.
in Oklahoma City at Parade.
From the absolute beginning to
all
the
way,
absolute
all the way to
pinnacle.
the end.
Good for
and
you.
I've done it, done it twice. So fortunate to have those two cars that gave me more pleasure and meeting more nice people and learning about the car and how to preserve the car. And the value of the car has increased many, many times
Exactly.
the price it was paid for. And there's nothing else like it. It's an investment, and it's an investment in getting out and doing something instead of sitting in front of a television or whatever. I will say that if somebody would be a new entrant and would ask me, what should I do? I just say, if I can do this, you can. You can. And, it's just a deluxe cleaning job when you really get down to it. Regimented with maintenance.
Sure.
Thereafter, a system that is very strictly controlled will pay dividends in the future.
Love it.
When they asked, how does this happen? I say, it's real simple. It just takes time and money and a lot of maintenance.
100%. Stay patient. It'll get there.
It'll get there. You'll make it.
John, can't thank you enough. Welcome to the Concours Lawn. We'll have you back.
Here's one of our next big winners right here.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you all. Bye-bye.